I'm glad for them that you did not run into them.
I'm not psycho.
You're a little psycho.
You've never seen me interact and been psycho.
No, I haven't, thank God. But the way you like scroll Instagram and like check into this pop culture stuff going on, I'm always like,
because
why do you care?
You're doing well with your doom scrolling.
I don't doom scroll.
Let's see whose mental state is better.
No. My mental health is excellent.
Good. Five, six, seven, eight.
Go Lee.
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Lee.
Ooh, that sounds like one word. How are you?
Is it like, I almost went to the, you met the guy named Bobby Lee the other day. Are we going to talk about him on the podcast? We're not going to talk about him?
No, we most certainly can.
Okay, but let's
I didn't think that would be the intro, but whatever. Today, Random Thoughts by Liz and Lee.
We are going to talk about random thoughts.
Yes, we are. We have a lot to talk about, to catch up on, just to say hello. It's a beautiful day. Happy May. Spring.
Is it May?
May 1, baby.
Jesus.
I know.
Okay, May's a great, it's a good time.
Why?
Lusty month of May, remember? Camelot, 1968, Guinevere. It was a really good song.
More, please.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Richard Harris.
No, I get Romeo and Juliet, or what?
It's not
King
Romeo
Arthur.
and Juliet. It's King Arthur. It's
King
Camelot.
Arthur.
It's the lusty month of May.
So that's the best part of May?
For me, it is. Just tell them the way I see it.
5 more seconds to figure out what's
May.
the best part of May.
It's a lovely day. The weather's nice, yes? It's sunny, at least it is today. Happy May. Hey. Whatever. All right. Let's get to our...
No, it's my birthday month.
Oh, God. I knew that, but I was saving it.
For
I
what?
was totally saving that.
For June?
Okay, folks.
All right, great
mark
start.
Your calendar, May 19th. May 19th, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be old.
Right?
You're older.
She's like,
You're going to be 46.
Nailed it.
Bam. I got everything. I know exactly what's happening. Right. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Coming up.
Okay, another good plus. We'll move right past that faux pas of yours.
That's sort of fun.
Another great thing about May,
Yes.
it is Bob Award Center season.
Yes.
A Bob Award winner season. And y'all, we won.
We won.
Best podcast.
I'm so thrilled. Thank you guys.
I mean, seriously. I didn't expect that.
This is a real honor for
sure.
We are very, very honored. And that's because of you guys voting for us. And we didn't know you liked us so much. Thank you. And since you did do that, would you mind asking your friends who maybe haven't listened to the podcast to go over and listen to us or watch us on YouTube, subscribe, maybe give us like 5 stars. But if you don't like it that much, just like click past it. Because we really have fun doing this.
I know.
And this is sort of like our side gig, from the
a nice
workout.
outlet, a good
We love it.
conversation.
Yeah.
A lot of fun,
Yeah.
serious, messy, everything in between.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to the woman behind the camera, Kristen.
Yes.
Because
Novice Studios.
all we do is just talk. There's a lot that goes into this
Yes.
that neither of us can do. So we're grateful for Kristen and our producer.
Absolutely. She's great. Yeah. So
Yay,
anyhow,
Bobs. Thanks.
we are very, very excited.
Celebrating.
That's part of our celebration for May.
Yep. The other thing that's happened, here's the new Scout Guide Charlotte. If you're not familiar with
pretty?
these are nice books that are basically advertisements for local businesses.
Mm-hmm.
They're in many, many cities all over the country. We are in volume 14 now. If you saw party pics from last week or so, you saw that Liz wore her butter suit and matched
The exact color
book.
is the book, and I didn't have a clue.
You didn't.
I did not. I mean, it was just, that psychic ability that I have,
Mm-hmm.
But the thing we like about the Scout Guide is when you
Is
do
how
go to
big
other cities.
she gets her picture on a 2-page ad. That's what she likes the most about it.
It's like,
Here it is.
Stop it.
It's a beautiful picture.
Thank you. So when you go to, you're still holding it.
Still holding
you
it.
like that, don't you?
Uh-huh. When's your birthday?
January 20th.
I knew that.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, but
it's
the
not
point
January.
is-
The point is when we go to other cities, what do we look for? The Scout Guide, so we can open it up. What's the best workout? Where should we go to dinner? Where should we buy our flowers to come to you on your birthday, right? If we're going somewhere, I'll be checking the Scout Guide out ahead of time. But it is a really good, it's kind of a great publication, and it's sort of an honor to be in it. And we've been in it for 14 years. This is
OG baby.
Volume 14.
So that's
Wow.
kind of cool.
Yeah, I
Latest
thought that was fun.
stuff. Let's talk about, what we've been doing. Catch up.
Yeah.
Life lately.
Yes. Well, it's been busy.
It's been busy,
Real
good busy.
busy.
And I know everybody
Yeah.
who is in May going, tell me about it, sister.
Yeah.
Just
They're like, we don't want to care. We
be-
don't care about your busy. Give me,
Yeah.
I'll give you busy and I'll one up you. Because anytime somebody says to me, oh, I've been busy, I go, really? We all are busy,
Yeah.
right? So let's all remember, we're all busy, and that's not a really good way to put it.
Right, we're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
Is what we're having.
Yeah.
I left you this past weekend
She did.
for good.
She went to New
Just
York
kidding.
without me.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I did. So my youngest, my daughter, has a bestie from camp who lives in the city of Manhattan, and it was her birthday. And so I escorted my daughter and dropped her off to go party for the weekend, and I bopped around for the
You
weekend.
partied for the weekend.
I did.
She was calling me on the mean streets of New York. This is like 11:30, sending me text messages of you with a glass of wine and
This
a
is
nice
not
salad.
11:30
It was
at all.
literally at 11:30. I have it on my phone. Anyways, am I criticizing you? I'm just saying.
No, but it
yay,
wasn't.
you.
What night was this?
It was at night, daytime, Saturday,
Oh.
11:30, lunch.
I went to lunch.
White wine, crisp
And that's where I
salad.
met Bobby Lee.
That's where you met Bobby Lee. What
We
was the name
struck
of the
up a
place?
combo. Via Carrata.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a great spot. It's really good.
Celebrity sighting spot. I don't think they go as much on the weekends because they know not to be silly. But when you're just a
That's
party,
right. You're like a celebrity stalker.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
I was
forgot.
really mad
How
that
could I
I didn't
forget?
run into anybody.
I'm glad for them that you did not run into them.
I'm not psycho.
You're a little psycho.
You've never seen me interact and been psycho.
No, I haven't, thank God. But the way you like scroll Instagram and like check into this pop culture stuff going on, I'm always like,
Because you're
why
doing,
do you care?
You're doing well with your doom scrolling.
I
so
don't doom scroll.
Let's see whose
no,
mental
we're not
state
gonna
is better.
No. My mental health is excellent.
Good. Well, I'm glad. But you had a terrible time without me this weekend.
I didn't have I had
Yes,
a
you
cold.
did.
I had a cold. And that's weird. I haven't been sick in a long time. And I got a cold. And I think I don't get allergies, but whatever this is, I got it. And I still kind of have a remnant of it. So my voice is a little lower, maybe.
You're sounding good today, though.
My octave is about right. Yeah. But I had no voice for a couple of days. So I kind of rested. I went to basketball games for
There
my
we go.
granddaughter. Picked her up at 7 a.m. on Sunday.
And if
to
you know
go-
Liz, that's a stretch.
well, not when it comes to my
Granddaughter.
I'll do anything for her. I'd picked her up at 3 a.m. if I needed to. But she played 2 games. They won the championship, and I got the picture.
That's exciting.
It's great. It was fun.
That's very
It
exciting.
really was fun. It was really good girls basketball. I love girls basketball. That's my old school. I would have loved to have been in one of these leagues she's in when I was young.
That's interesting
You know?
because, my kids are a little bit removed from that level of sport right now, graduating high school and such. And I just remember over the years talking about what excellent facility out and about that I would be going to. And you'd be like, that's ridiculous. I can't believe anybody goes to those. And now here you are in my footsteps.
Yeah.
In my shoes.
I know, really. That is what I aspire to be. You. No, it's just different when it's your granddaughter.
But you can give people
Yeah.
shit when they're
No,
doing the
okay,
same thing that you do.
You know, women and men too. Oh my God, the men at these places, they've got cameras set up on tripods, videoing their 4th grader playing basketball and like
Very
screaming
serious.
at them like, they're like at an NBA game. And I'm like, hold up, guys. The men are worse than the women. I mean, in my opinion.
That was your experience.
That was my experience.
But I think
for
we've
the
all
weekend.
seen people lose their minds at sporting events for
Yeah.
children, and it is a wonder why.
Yeah. Don't yell
a
at your
wonder.
kids. Yell yay for them. Like when my granddaughter got in the game, I was like, she's in, She just got a rebound. Yay, And
Right.
if they mess up, you don't remind them. They know they messed up or they don't, it's a game for God's sake.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah,
And-
they're kids. They're not adults that can handle a lot of criticism, I don't think.
Well, and there's coaches who should be in charge of what's happening, and there's
Right.
not always good coaches, and there's not always great referees, and that's just part of
It's
life.
just part of this is your training ground for walking the streets of Charlotte. I mean, honestly, we had a coach that was I would have thrown him out if I was the official. He was trying to replace the official. Yeah, the officials aren't great. How much do you think those guys are getting paid, right?
I mean.
But this is a learning ground for everybody. Yeah, life is not fair. Get past it. Rebound the ball. Keep moving. You get hard foul them back. That's what I did.
That's
Yeah.
good. the lessons that you're teaching. That's good.
I really am teasing. I mean, I don't know where my aggression. I've got aggression. I was a real strong.
Is it
player.
aggression or competitiveness?
Competitiveness. Yeah.
Okay.
I was very competitive, and nobody went up to me ever on a basketball court. And if they did, it was they were legit and they had my respect. But I was good, and I would not. I know,
We know.
I'm such a bragger too. But yeah, no, I would not put up with.
Just imagine a basketball
was
in that
very-
left hand.
Aggressive. I've been thrown out of my cheer games.
Like that you were playing in?
Oh, yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
One time I threw, the referee, called a foul on me. He turned his back and I just pounded him in the back with the basketball as hard as I could.
My God.
I was thrown out.
You should have been.
Yeah, it was bad. It was, don't do that.
Oh my God.
But I don't know where that.
Did your mother come down on the court and rip you out of there?
No, she didn't.
Wow.
No, she didn't. She just went,
There's
she
that.
learned that lesson.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a little basketball, a little recovery this weekend, little grandchildren time. You missed me insanely.
I missed you like crazy.
Yes, I had
really
a great
did.
time in New York,
Yes.
walking around. I did. The first night we got there late, but the second day I did a workout in the city, which I thought was
Yeah.
good. Fitness is fitness.
Tell
and-
me how it compared to what we do. Hilliard
Right.
City.
Well, that's
'Cause-
like what I like to go and do is just see what's out there because we're usually just doing this workout and we know what's out there, but to feel it and to be the
But you don't know until you go to a
receiver.
class. And I think that's part of it's important for everybody. If you, whatever your job is, go and see what other people in your field are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And, wow, could I do something better? Right.
Right.
So see what's going on. What
and
happened.
not always better, but how can I, do what I, not better than, but what
Right.
can
And- yeah.
we do better? What can I do better? What did I like about the class? What did, et cetera. And so what I took away from it was the instructor I had was very, very good. The music was, very good and loud. There's a thing about dark rooms and really loud music and instructors who don't really say much, which
This
I
is
find
a New York vibe.
No, I've seen it here. I mean, it doesn't
That's
matter
true.
where.
Yeah.
And it was fun and enjoyable and challenging and all those things. I didn't feel like it was very total body and it was meant to be, but I just don't understand
weights?
because of our philosophy about personal training in a group environment and we're constantly cueing and constantly hands-on adjusting. And what I see in other people's is like loud music, dark rooms. So I'm not sure how everybody's form is and if they know how to connect to their body. And then the instructor is always kind of doing the whole workout. Like we're very active in our workouts,
Right.
but when they're doing the whole workout and looking at themselves, this instructor was very good. And that's just a vibe that I don't
No, I don't. And
enjoy or it makes me curious. I don't understand it.
Well, I also do think it's a New York thing because my experience with, we were probably going to talk about this later, but when I did a Tracy Anderson, I'll go ahead and call it out. I didn't work out with Tracy Anderson per se, but one of her top trainers worked my daughter and I out a few years back.
A few years back,
A
a
few
long
years,
time ago.
Like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I don't know. Okay, a while back, okay?
Like, this is way before I knew you.
Okay, right. But I still think it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had a private session with one of her very top trainers
Mm-hmm.
and it was just the two of us and one trainer in a room. And she put the music on. She was about 4'11", and I'm not saying this for any other reason except in reference to the fact that I'm
Right.
almost 5'10", my daughter's 6'2", and we were in a room with this very small person doing very quick moves, looking at herself in the mirror, playing great music, but
Yeah.
doing moves we'd never done, never once looked at us.
It's so wild.
And
I get a class
it was weird.
vibe, but as a personal
But
training.
we did the whole cry laughing thing because we could see ourselves in the mirror and we looked like fools, right? Because we didn't know what she was going to even do next. She didn't talk about it. Anyway.
I would have died laughing at
I
you.
think that might be 10 years ago or whenever it was, but every class I've been to feels there's kind of a vibe with that. Like the instructors are really like into themselves and not, it's not just in New York, it's anywhere. So a lot of places are like that. And that's what we purposely try not to do.
Right.
Right.
That's not our vibe.
It's not.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But it was another point to go, that was a good class and really process the class after and everything we did and how it worked the body and in what order and compared. And like, we just win all the time. I mean, I'm just serious.
But it was good. I mean, and generally, I love to look, and I hope everybody does this when they go out of town. you can pick up things, they'll go, oh, this was such an innovative thing. It didn't really work so well, maybe some other place, but what a thought. What about, just maybe your front desk thing or
Sure.
just whatever's going on. And I love, there is a lot of innovation in other cities and even in Charlotte. We've got a lot of good workouts here in Charlotte. I still maintain and know that we're the top one, or I would be over there taking the workout. I literally would. I mean, I've looked for it.
That's why we do this all the time. One thing that I did find a little weird was in just a hallway between classrooms, they have all this information on boards, and they're trying to explain each class, like 3 styles over here and 3 styles over here and what they're like. And that was helpful. And at the bottom, I was kind of shocked because while we're sitting here, like, touting that we're the best workout, the way they describe it is it's kind of like X, but better. Like, it's kind of like berries, but less bro. It's kind of like spin cycle or whatever they're called.
It out.
They've said each name and said why they were better. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to be, while I'm proud of this workout and what we do, like I want to be understanding that there's a workout for everybody and that if you're in the fitness industry, then you're doing a good job, right? Like we support wellness and fitness.
Absolutely.
Period.
I support everybody in Charlotte in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
I don't know of any bad workouts. I mean, whatever you're doing, as long as you're moving your body correctly and feeling good about yourself and maintaining your strength, then you're in the workout you need.
Right. The other thing I love about the studio, last thing I'll say on that, is just that connection to people and really knowing people's names and talking to them the whole class and checking in before and after. You're just a blob when you go into some of these bigger cities and bigger workouts. Like, she was friendly hello when I came in, but it's like I really care about saying people's names and connecting with them during class. So
That's
I
true.
like
That's why you're the main.
that element.
That's true.
What I didn't like is we worked out in tennis shoes and I hurt my foot.
She did. You did hurt your foot, and
It hurts like crazy.
And we weren't going to spend a lot of time on the workout, but talk about that for a minute because we work out barefoot on purpose, and there's a stability that you get to really working your muscles in the bottom of your feet, working the stability from the ground up, and that's completely about the health of the entire joints, the bones, the way our bodies move. You start with the feet up, and sometimes when we're cushioned in these shoes, we can mess up. So what
Truly.
happened?
I mean, I don't think there was a reason we needed to be in tennis shoes. I knew the whole studio's in tennis shoes, and a big half element of their studio was real dancing around, and for that I get tennis shoes. But it was low impact, so I don't think I needed them at all. But it was some balance work that we do all the time in here. But when your foot's in a shoe encased in a certain way, like it's wiggling back and forth. So throughout the workout, I was like, this is weird. The hardest thing for me is being in shoes.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, later, I didn't do anything. I don't know. I walked around all day and was like, ooh, I kind of feel it.
Yeah.
And then had heels on at night and woke up Sunday like, oh, my foot aches. So that's a bummer.
That's interesting. But just to put a footnote on this before we change subjects. Working out barefoot is more challenging than working out. If you come in and you try to do our workout in shoes, especially our bar work, you'll go, that was difficult, but that wasn't what I heard. You take your shoes off and it's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
We can move forward from that.
Okay.
I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah. We do have some fun kind of questions to play with, and that one leads us into, we'll stay kind of workout, but not focused on this. It was really fun to walk around the city, and I ended up taking pictures of real estate signs and
Yes, you did.
cold calling. It'd be like a QR code, and it would go straight to the realtor, and I would get the sign, and it would be like, this building's $3 million for the year. And I was like, Arr! So it's fun to look and dream, but I would love to open a studio in New York.
I would too.
I think that'd be incredible.
I think we'd kill it. And it's not a pipe dream. I think we could.
No, I think we can
do it.
We got our buddies helping us.
Yeah, we do. We've got
Kyle,
our new little
Joe.
friends. Yeah. He's actually a big real estate guy.
I
Joe
know.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, we're ready for you, big guy.
Joe and Kyle, thank
Yeah.
you. We'll be in touch. So that made me think, where would you open studios?
Oh, where in New York?
No, where in the world?
Oh, okay, because I was going into the different
No, we're
hoods.
kind of like pipe dreaming now.
Oh.
We're kind of playing.
Well, definitely LA. I think LA is really not that. I mean, I remember we had the Legree studio here, HSM Core, for a while, so we spent a little time out in LA. I'm not seeing any great things coming out of LA right now. And
I know,
we've got a
'cause
lot of
West
streamers.
Coast kind of moves across.
Yeah, it used to be really more innovative, I think. I mean, all those things like maybe Beachbody and all that started there. But the people that come into our studio that live there,
Right.
I can't think of her name. Natalie is one of them.
Yes.
She's just like, there's literally nothing like this. So I think that would be a really great, like Brentwood, somewhere like that.
Ooh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah, I think we need to hit the big cities, New York and LA. Then I'd go
Where?
Europe. I mean,
Well, this is you're getting into our this is our real dream.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
That's what
This
I'm
is
asking you.
Yeah, I would go. Okay, where
I'd go
would
Paris.
Okay, I would go Paris or I would go Florence.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think in Italy. You'd probably have to go to Rome.
Probably. I think you need a
You'd
bigger
probably
city
need a bigger
where
city.
more people
Yeah,
are
I love
into.
Rome. Oh, you love Rome
fitness.
so much. Have we ever told the story about
R.I.P.
your Rome?
Pope Francis.
Yeah, we were sad to see Pope. I liked Pope Francis.
Yeah, he was.
Of
he
all
was
the Catholic
great.
popes, this guy he was really an empathetic, cool guy, and good for the church. I think he really did increase like their Catholicism outreach into different countries all over the world, and I think Catholicism's taken a real hit. Anyway, that was good. But we went to Rome, and we hit this on the way out when we were leaving the first time we were there. What happened? Anyway,
Yes,
I
I
thought I
think
was
so.
so
We had
excited.
a blip in Rome.
I was so excited. Was this our first trip?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're moving on to the next kind of workout related rapid fire.
Okay.
And the question is, what is your signature move? Like you have a whole method, but I wonder if there's a move
Which
in
is
it.
my favorite move.
Yeah,
From Hilliard
basically.
Studio Method. It would be super hard, first of all, to say there is one favorite move. I think my favorite move, which does not encompass the full body, are the ball abs because they're so damn effective. It's upper body and core, and it's safe for people that are pregnant or people that are injured. It's completely safe, and it's like my favorite thing I do that I figured out. But if I had to say, here's your one move from Hilliard Studio Method that I want you to try, it would be one of our compound movements that also includes the lower body work.
Right.
So, I mean, you could do something as simple as our squat and press, squat, press, twist. And what are you getting? You're getting everything from your legs, your lower body work, into your upper body, as well as your core work. And that is one of our simpler moves, but
Right.
it's sort of the all-encompassing. There's not a muscle in your body that isn't working.
Right.
So, favorites, yeah, they're ball abs, they're tabletop,
Nope,
flying.
you're naming too many.
But,
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. What is your favorite?
No, but it's funny because I was going to say about you would have picked like a triceps move.
Oh yeah, I love
Because you just
those.
love to hit the triceps.
I do.
I don't know if I have one favorite, but I do like the flowy stuff. Especially because I do the class on Wednesday that's like more of a flow routine. So like one thing to the next that just feels like it makes sense to move from here to there and it flows and you're like,
Right.
yes, that felt good.
Right. So it's not a specific move, but you like
Probably.
that specific part of the
Feeling.
class. And yeah, because I think that was one of the aspects you brought to Hilliard Studio Method was we have a way, it's like 5 different setups for the workout, and you really started to flow it. And it's really been a great improvement. And sometimes it's a complete flow.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
I enjoy that.
I
The
know.
flowy part. What's the favorite move that you've named? Like the weirdest. We have all these weird
grandmother,
names. when it
my
comes to
Brazilian. Do you know how I got?
Okay, make sure they heard. The move is Brazilian grandmother. Very classic Pilates term.
Very, very glad. Yeah, I mean, come on, flying squirrel, that's another one. But the Brazilian grandmother I was flying back from Brazil, and that flight, and it's on the same time level as you are, and it's so long. It's like, I don't know, 10, 12 hours. It's so long. And I finally was like, I got to get up. I've got to move, and I've got to do some stuff. But I got up, and I was like, oh, man, people were staring at me, and I don't care. So I was just going to
You're that one.
I just leaned over, and I went into a fourth position, and I just started doing some leg work. Because think about that. When you're on a plane, your legs are just... there's no circulation.
Right.
So I got up and started doing fourth position, high heels, and leaned over and extended my arms a little bit. I went, this looks like a grandmother. So since I was flying back from Brazil, I called it Brazilian grandmother, which we now have a whole class around it.
That's funny. I didn't know you felt like you looked like a grandmother. I just thought you came up with it on the plane ride from Brazil and you are a grandmother.
No, was I even a grandmother then? No, it was because I was
The
leaning
hunched over.
First of all, you're in a plane and you don't want to be standing up, throwing your arms up in the air so much. So I was like leaning over, pulling my abs in, getting the core work, getting the leg work. I'm like, what can I do with my arms? And I look like a bent over grandmother.
Hansel and Gretel, the
Yeah.
old grandma witch.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
let's be clear that we are in good posture and alignment in that move. But
Exactly,
even
we
though-
are. Yeah.
Okay, what's the funniest or the most embarrassing thing that's happened in a class that you've taught or to you at any point in the studio?
Okay, I can only think of you.
Nope.
Okay, but
You.
you have the funniest stories ever. But for me, I don't have really funny stories in this class. About 2 or 3 years ago, I tripped completely over walking backwards, talking to the camera on the wall, and flipped and landed right on my tailbone. Right?
Ugh.
If I wasn't strong and in shape, and remember, I'm not a spring chicken, I popped right up like a spring chicken, and I kept teaching. And people that have seen that on the streaming thing are like, "Wow, that was impressive, actually." But
What
it
a
wasn't.
move.
It wasn't that
New move.
funny. It wasn't. I don't have any funny. My funny
Yeah.
is getting out here and cracking jokes and stuff when I'm teaching.
Right.
I have a blast. So you should come to my class. I'm fun.
It's fine. You're funny when you teach.
Okay, but you I know your story.
Okay,
If
I
you
have
don't tell it-
embarrassing. God. Okay, so if you don't like the word tampon, you can go ahead 30 seconds, 45
You've
seconds,
got
a minute.
1 second to get away from the
Don't pause it, just like skip ahead.
Yeah.
So, God.
tampon.
One day, I had an organic, without an applicator tampon that I had to use.
Why?
I don't know. Organic ones, like, less plastic. You just like a rocket, have to shove it up.
Oh, we're going there. Let's shove that thing up there. Keep going.
So obviously I didn't shove it
This
up
is not
high
part of the
enough.
workout, by the way.
And so I was in a position called wide second, which is just feet as wide as you can get them, getting low.
Open
And
hips.
I'm just wearing my leggings.
Maybe you should have done some Kegels
And there goes the tampon.
right out into your britches. Yeah. So
That was great.
What
So
happened then? What happened then? What'd you do?
Your daughter.
You're teaching.
Yes, I was teaching on the mic. So that's mortifying. And so then your daughter, Clary,
people
at the
know it?
time, was in the back. And I just scurried out, gave her the microphone. It was like, I'll be back. Went to the bathroom, dealt with it, came back. We swapped. All good.
That's good. That's a good one.
That's
a
so
good one.
embarrassing.
Yeah, no, that's good. No, we had an instructor that was pregnant one time that
she
passed
fainted.
passed out and kept teaching.
Yes.
She went down, like, have you seen people, or I have, faint kind of slowly, but she was just like going down, but she stayed on the mic and kept teaching.
But she went out for a second.
She went out for a second.
I watched the footage of it.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell her, if y'all know locally, Tara Hughes, who used to be one of our instructors,
Yeah.
and she's so lovely. Like, she is just a lifestyle, a
Right.
real life Barbie Cinderella. And she did. It was
She
just
went
like the
down.
most graceful fall. And then her friend ran over and she got up and kept teaching.
And just
I think this was
finished
like
the class.
early pregnancy,
Yeah.
why she passed out.
Yeah, and I think one of her friends, she just looked at one of her friends and said, "Which side was I on?" And she went right. She was okay. Let's go left. So it was like she just kept going. It
That's
was impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, next. I like this one. What if you could train any celebrity or public figure over 40, who would it be and why?
That's easy.
And you probably hate this question because you're like, oh, celebrities, I don't care. And you're a
No,
stalker.
I do. I'm not a stalker. But
that's what you would say to me.
well, you are a stalker.
I don't stalk anyone.
You do
Let's
it in
be
your mind.
clear.
You
I do
it
not
in your
stalk.
head.
No, what I do is create what would I do if I met this person in real life. That is being
I know what
smart.
you would do. You would run to the other end of the table or the other end of the room and hide your little self.
You are
and
not
go-
giving me enough
and
credit.
I can't wait to run into whatever the next star we're going to run into. Anyway, who would I train over 40? Easy. Jane Fonda. She is my
That makes sense.
absolute hero in every single way, including workout. And now that she's 87 or 88, I don't know how old she
88.
is, 88 years old, she's still working out. She's doing the things that she needs to do to be incredibly Jane that she continues to be. I would love to have the opportunity to spend
What if she
one-on-one
hated
time with
it?
her.
What if she hated you in the workout? What would you do?
There's no way she would hate me in the workout because I would cater it directly to her.
Got it.
She would be. She's our most prized possession. She's a national treasure. You think I'm going to hurt her?
No, I know you're not going to
way.
hurt her.
No way. I wish.
I did see you kind of blubber in front of a celebrity once.
Who?
Billie Jean King.
Oh God, I did. Another massive hero of mine.
That's right.
Massive. Come on, she did everything for women. Everything for women. Title IX, the whole thing. The reason we have Title IX is because of Billie Jean King. And we were at an event where we were invited, and they said, we're going to let you go up on stage and meet her. I teared up. I mean, before I even went up on stage.
Yeah, you did.
And then I started talking really fast, like made a fool out of myself. I didn't care.
Then I was behind you to be the next one, and you stood there with me and like was trying to make sure she understand that we were a couple. And she was like, yeah,
I get it.
I get it. I was like, okay, bye. We're going to go now.
I did get a great picture with her. I might have to frame that.
Okay, who would I? Oh, now that we're talking about all my stalkers.
It could be
I
a
would
boy,
like
by the
somebody
way.
cool. Well, okay, I'll do Dax Shepard because
You love Dax.
I love
Please,
Dax and Monica.
Get her on your thing.
And the armchair expert. So I would train them both because Monica sounds to be like she's trying to lift weights, and she's not 40 yet, so you're not in the category. But Dax is 50.
She's already pissed at you then. She didn't like you anymore because you just put her in the 40
I didn't.
category.
I just said you're not, and I would still love to train you. And Dax is 50, and he's like beast mode, trying to be in his best health. But I really want him to do this workout because when all those pro athletes and Panthers players came in here, it was kicking their booties.
It was.
So I do want to see a really strong man do it, and I would then venture into like Kamala, Michelle Obama. Like I would love to.
Oh, I'd love for Michelle Obama to do it. Those arms. Are you kidding me? I'd like
Right?
to see her. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'd like to do a push-up contest with her.
Ooh.
I'd like to train. I'd have to train because I think she could, she can knock him out. She can knock him out.
I mean, I don't know what she's doing these days, but if she needs a workout.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
here for ya.
available to travel.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm available.
We are. Okay, finally in this category, is there I like this one. Is there a healthy food that everybody likes that you secretly don't?
I know you have one, right?
Yeah.
Well, I love everything. I literally will eat dirt. I mean,
That's true.
I literally used to eat dirt when I was a kid. I mean, so there's nothing there. I haven't met a food yet, except for maybe troubles I'm allergic to, but that I can not like, except I haven't tried one. It's called kefir.
Oh.
Because it kind of grosses me out, the whole thought of it. Even though I drink kombuchas and I eat pickles and all these fermented foods, I just can't quite get my head around trying a kefir.
It's like a milk
drink thing. But other than that, I don't have one. What about you?
Mine's in that category of just like yogurt and cottage cheese. It's just so damn
don't like
trending, and it's not. No, it doesn't turn me on. Like I'll eat it and not have a problem with it, but I'm just like,
So this weekend
Great.
while you're gone, I'm like, we're almost out of yogurt. And you're like, I have 3 cartons back to back. There's no way you're out.
There's
of
no
yogurt.
way you're out.
I eat it every single day.
That's why you look so good.
And cottage cheese and all those things.
Yeah, I mean I'll eat it, but yuck.
That's so funny. Okay. I actually
guess.
didn't know that.
But it is funny, our differences, because sometimes you'll say, do you want me to make the smoothie? I'm like, no, I will.
Yeah.
Because you'll put so much like stuff and
No,
dirt.
you want
powder and stuff in it that I'm like, ugh.
I get the raw roots, like the turmeric roots, the ginger roots, and you're like shaving them and washing them. I just like pop them in there because dirt is good for you.
I know.
You want all those different microbes in your body so you resist all these diseases. Just saying. Yeah, and I've actually gone out in the garden in my outside, pulled stuff up like basil, and sometimes I get a little bit of the rootage and stuff.
I know.
I
taste
into
it.
This, it's so good.
So good.
So good.
Moving forward, we have a next little category of a little bit of would you rather. I like this question. Would you rather have on your life a rewind button or a pause button?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, I know.
Hopefully not a fast forward.
Yeah, right. Okay. No,
You can if you want.
No. Oh, God, that's a hard one.
I know.
I mean, yeah, I would like to rewind.
Why?
A couple of conversations that I've had where I've stuck my entire foot in my mouth.
Okay.
But at the same time, why? It sort of causes you to reevaluate and, have to deal with things when you make mistakes and you say the wrong things. And so I think what I would rather have is a pause button.
Okay.
And the reason I would want a pause button is to come back with the perfect comeback. Because you walk away from these conversations and you're like, oh, I should have said that.
Should have said that.
Should have said that.
Yes.
Because you have these great ideas, but you're like talking to somebody that's, talking around you. And anyway, I would go pause.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I was looking at it kind of differently in my head as, do I want to rewind? Like, if you're just watching a movie and you hit rewind, you're just replaying what's already happened and pause stops you in the moment. So I'm like, I would just pause right now because it's so good.
Yes.
I want to stay in the moment. I don't need to rewind what has happened. But I guess if you look at it as a little bit of redos of like, if I could rewind and play minute 23.4 again, what would I do differently?
Right.
Or if I could pause it right now and come up with the right thing to say.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about those people that hold things over you. They go, remember when you did this?
Yeah.
And you're like, God, I have explained it. I've said I'm sorry. I've done all those things. I remember you said it, and I'll never unhear it. I'll never unsee it. And I'm like, okay. But still.
Holding a grudge.
Holding a grudge, yeah.
Okay, I'm on the pause button.
I'm on the pause button. Let's go with pause so we can get our shit together sometimes. We need to sometimes. A lot of
That's what
times.
everybody's hitting.
A lot of people need some pause buttons right now.
Hitting that now at home.
Yeah.
Pause. Unpause. Okay, next. What superpower would you like to have?
Oh, God. Oh, wait. I want to say to be able to read minds and things, but I kind of can.
Oh,
And that is, I'm really
empathic.
Right. And the older I get, the more empathic I get. And I don't really love that. It's like, I already know what you're thinking. Stop at what you're saying because it's not going through, right? So I don't want that.
Okay.
But I would like to be able to fly.
You would?
I would like to be able to fly.
What would you
I fly
do
all
with
the time
that?
in my dreams.
You do?
Oh my God. I even know how to do it. I know how to get kind of a running start and kind of tilt my chin up and you usually have to know you're doing it.
Okay.
And you can get, and I do it. I dream this all the time, and I can get up high, and then sometimes I'll soar up over and you'll look way down and you'll go, whoa, that valley's way down, but you just tilt your head up again and you keep going. So I would like to fly. Yeah. I'm a flyer.
That's good. I think that would be really cool and refreshing, and you see a lot, and I think that scares me too much.
Really?
The older I've gotten, the more heights I'm a little bit weirded out. And honestly, I do think, I don't know when you're having dreams like an REM early in the morning, but like those Twilight style things that feel so real and are so repetitive. I feel like I was having this just maybe even last night of like, there's like stair steps, like a ladder on a wall to get down, and I just wouldn't do it.
You didn't want to go down there. Oh, that's down in your subconscious, or it's down to hell, whichever one you would choose.
Don't want to go there, apparently.
Yeah.
I think I'd kind of want to be invisible because I'd love to just like be a fly on the wall in lots of different scenarios. Well, but I don't know.
I know. Do you
could
really
come back and
wanna
bite
know?
you?
Do you really want to know?
No.
Yeah. I mean, if I could do anything, I'd like to influence the way the world is thinking right now, but I don't know what that superpower is called.
Intelligence.
Being so influential that I could influence the way, world events are coming.
Mind control, exactly.
Mind control, right. Yeah, well, there's a lot
Universal
of
mind control.
There's a lot of that going on right now, but we're on the receiving end of it. So
what if we went and everybody was nice to each other?
If you were Bewitched, if I was Samantha on Bewitched, I would do that. I would work up all my different powers. I wouldn't have to change clothes or put the dinner on the table for Darren, but I would work up all my powers and I'd just wiggle my nose and click my fingers, and there would be world peace. And why can't those witches do that?
I don't know.
God. Anyway.
It's a good one.
Yeah. We witches, we need to get ourselves together, and we need to get on the
Use
same
our witchy
page, and we need to
superpowers.
get this stuff figured out. Not figured out, just fixed. Okay?
Done.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll work
let's
on that.
hope that comes through.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, would you rather be the smartest, funniest, or prettiest person in any room?
Smartest.
Okay, good.
Always.
What, because you're already the prettiest?
No, you.
No, you are.
I think funny would be fun, too.
I want to be funny.
You would like to be, which
Yeah.
would you rather be?
Oh, it's really between funniest and smartest because sometimes I feel really,
If you're smart, you're going to be funny. Well, not always.
no, that's kind of true.
Yeah, you've got the ability, if you're brilliant, to just be witty as hell.
Right. Like you'd have to be the right kind of smart, not like nerdy. You got to have that like street smart, witty.
Okay, now we're getting too complicated. Give me smart or give me witty.
I'm going to go funny. Just gonna
Okay,
go
I know
funny.
you are, because
I love comedy.
She loves comedy, even
So-
bad comedy. I'm like, oh my God, stop it with you had a radio channel for a while in the car. We would get in the car and there was radio on. It was about really weak comedians, and she just ride around driving and laughing. I'm like, this is not funny.
It's funny. No
Anyway.
wonder.
Okay, what's next?
Okay. What's your most recent whoopsie daisy moment?
Me?
Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy?
Oopsies.
No, I can't.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what it was.
Okay, thanks. You let me know when I've messed
This
up.
is silly, and it's fine, and y'all probably can't tell, but she was shaving her face with one of those razors,
God,
and she
yeah.
shaved like her eyelashes off
I
in the
do.
middle of
If you
that
can
eye.
see.
It goes like long to short to long.
Yeah. So, by the way, and now let's do a real quick beauty thing. Here's a beauty hack. So if you get one of those little zzz all over your face,
Not like a tinkle,
Yeah.
like the battery powered
the
one.
battery powdered, and you get the little fuzz off your face, and you kind of get the layers of your cells kind of turning over, and you throw some Retin-A on it and some really great moisturizer. It really does make a difference on your skin.
Yeah.
But I did. I took that thing and went right across my eyelashes the other day. I'm like, can you see the difference?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I can.
From
But
here,
they'll grow. They'll
it's
grow.
fine. It's
They'll
fine.
grow. It's fine.
Because you use lash serum and it works.
Exactly. So,
I use it and it makes mine fall out and get itchy. So that really explains the two of us, strong and weak. What is mine? Whoopsie daisies. Oh, I know.
What?
I left my Kindle on the plane.
You did not.
I did.
You didn't tell me this.
No.
Were you embarrassed to tell me?
Yeah. Because I left it on a train one time on one of our trips.
I remember that too.
I put it in the back pocket.
Oh, this is bad. How many times have we done this?
Twice.
Okay.
The good news is I do have the Kindle app on my phone, and my
Okay.
Kindle that I had was just yay bigger than this, so I can continue to
Is
read.
that you were reading on your phone before we went to bed last night?
Exactly, because I lost my Kindle. Anyway,
She didn't even tell me
like
then. I was
row
like,
11.
Why are you on your phone?
American Airlines, like 25. If you look in
Somebody's
your back
got it.
pocket, you might get to reset the factory
Yeah.
settings and get a new Kindle.
Yeah.
You're
Does it
welcome.
does it have any of your personal stuff on Kindles? I don't have a Kindle.
I don't think
I just
so.
read it on my iPad.
Hopefully, it just dies and somebody's like, "Oops, what a loser."
Oh, wow.
Okay,
What's next?
so opposite. What's your proudest moment of late?
I mean, I have so many proud moments. I really do. I'm just, the older I get, the more happy I am to be
Aw.
just doing things. And I'm proud that I can still do all these things. I think I'm proud of my granddaughter.
I
and
love
my
that.
grandson. I wanted him to spend the night the other day, but he had a sty on his eye. I had a cold, but I ended up taking Aubrey, my granddaughter, to her basketball. I was so proud of her because she was playing literally out of her league. And she was playing up to be as good as those girls. I was proud. That was literally yesterday. But I mean, I have a lot of proud moments.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd say the same, but kids. So
Yeah.
with my daughter, she's really still struggling with her knees from her surgeries. And she's in pain, and I can tell it, but she's got a great attitude and being a good sport. And I
proud
like
of
people who are strong and not whiny, except for when I'm whiny. But anyway, I'm proud of her for dealing with it. And then my son's graduating in a month, so I'm really proud of him. I mean, I
got a
hope
lot
he
of-
keeps his shit together for the next month.
If he
But
does,
I
it'll be
am
the
proud of
first
him.
time. I mean, I'm not for him, for all the,
I know.
any college senior they're not going to keep
High
their
school.
shit together.
No.
They're having some fun.
And I want him to have fun.
Yeah.
And I'm just proud of him. He's worked hard his whole life. And it's just, you're in school for so long and it's so hard. And I'm just like, yay.
It's also fun.
It's fine. He's fine. He's
Everybody
doing a
looks
great
back on
time.
high school. Well, I don't know. Everybody has different look backs on high school, but mine was fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a good pride thing, Mom.
Yes. Pride in all its ways.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so we're back to the final round
Okay.
of questions and rapid fire. A couple minutes left. So try to answer quickly. Ready?
Rapid fire. Okay, go.
After a crazy workday, what's your best favorite meal?
Oh, crunchy vegetables and some kind of protein, but really crunchy salad vegetables.
Okay. Great.
I got excited about that.
Good. And I would agree because that's what I'm making for you. So that's what I'm making for me.
Anything by you. That's what I
Great.
would say. I would just say anything by Lee.
Thanks.
Right. 'Cause it's
If
tough
I
when you're out
need
there.
more of like a cozy go-to, like after a crazy workout day, I tend towards the like chicken curry, like rice with a
Yes.
warm cozy sauce.
As a matter of fact, before we go further, I've just started liking rice this year because of you. I mean, it took me 70 years to like rice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
like-
could have been in the like, what is the healthy food that you don't like, but now you like it.
Okay, go.
Next. What's your weirdest daily
You
habit?
even answer that because I know
No.
you've got a weird one.
Wait, I have a weird one? What's your weird? What's my weirdest daily habit? Tell me.
You get in my mirror and you
Oh, yeah.
pick your face all the time.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Why would you want chin hairs on your face?
I know, but I don't know. I think you're obsessed.
No, it's like a stress reliever. Like a,
Yeah.
okay, let me get in the mirror and like go after it.
Yeah.
I try not to pick
Do I have
anyone.
any weird daily habits?
One thing you do is when you take a shower, you ball up your washcloth
that's
and
true.
you like dive bomb it out of the shower and it lands and you hope you're not in the way.
It's kind of fun.
But I don't know, like your phone art,
Oh, yeah, I do like my phone art. It's kind of fun.
You have to have your apple every day. Nothing's weird.
Yeah.
I always have to do my little New York Times puzzles.
I have to do my New York Times. I do my daily New York Times podcast. That's not weird. We're just talking about habits
about
now.
it. I know.
Okay,
We're
never
not
mind.
weird. Good.
We're not weird. We're totally normal. How about that?
Yes. You know it. Name an item you cannot live without.
You.
An item.
Oh, okay. An item. Oh, lip gloss.
Ooh.
Lip gloss.
Yes.
No, it is like
Gloss.
it is like it is. What are those things those babies suck on? Pacifier.
Pacifier.
It's literally like I'm having a rough day. I'm like looking for my lip gloss.
Yeah.
I just need some lip gloss.
I'm kind of with that too.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I have one.
Yeah.
Not my Kindle anymore.
But okay, before we go off, if you had one cosmetic that you could take on your island all by yourself, I mean, you got to look good because when you get rescued, what is that one cosmetic?
I mean,
What is the one?
it's going to have to be a tinted moisturizer for me.
I think that's a wise choice for you.
And especially if it has a secret wand in the other end that does concealer.
Yes. I just need some mascara.
You just laughed and said that's a wise choice for you. Fuck off. And that's the end of lightning round.
Yes, it is.
Oh my
Is this the end
God.
of our today?
Yeah.
Are we done? This was
That
a
was
long
fun.
one, but yay.
We just covered a lot of randomness to get back on track.
We did. We're coming back to you next week with I don't know what.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to us today, wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, you can now find our podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. If you liked it, please share, rate, and review. We love 5 stars. And we hope you'll work out with us online or in studio at HilliardStudioMethod.com.